Hi, Naomi Suzanne from Naomi's Home Health. I wanted to share with you the amazing benefits of the Thermomix, because it took me ages to actually fall in love with the Thermomix, because I had my own. I purchased it on Gumtree secondhand and it was great. I used it for some things, but I never was shown how to use it. So I didn't know all the amazing features and I didn't really cook dinners in it or things like that. So when my friend was telling me how she menu plans, there's an actual program which isn't in the previous model that I had. So the menu plan can be done through a program. It's a platform called Cookie Do that is attached to Thermomix, and she was telling me how she menu plans, she does her online shop through here, she puts everything up for the week and she already knows what she's cooking for the week. So she does everything's prepared. I thought, oh my gosh, I need that. I'm a single mum, I'm working. Even the kids could use it because they were using the old one, but not so much. So what is it that's important to you in the kitchen? So pop it in the comments if it's time. Do you want to be more creative? Do you want to cook different things? Do you want to save money? Do you want to cook healthier food? What is it that you are looking to achieve in the kitchen? Because for me, I already cook healthy, but it was time saving. It was being able to plan what I could have. I was always planning, sticking things on the fridge with a piece of paper, but this, can actually give you a whole shopping list and you know exactly what's happening and it gives you step by step. I'm not going onto the internet and looking at recipes all the time. You can create your own recipes through here as well, which is another bonus for me. So what is it that ignites you to learn about it, to the kitchen? What is it that you need? So here, now I'm going to take this down because it's like in my face. So here we are. This is the Thermomix. This is what you get in when you purchase your Thermomix. It's $2,359. There are many ways you can purchase it. There is a payment plan, cash, all those sorts of things. But what I want to touch on at the moment, what you get, I haven't got out, you get the basic cookbook, you get, this is the butterfly, I wouldn't say blade, but it does your mashed potato, it whips your cream, it does your meringue. This is for hot, put this on here when you're cooking really hot food to stop it splashing. You get your spatula. This is the varoma. You can steam veggies in here. We're going to do our cauliflower rice. You do your meatballs, a lot of cooking in here. So you're doing your whole meal in this. So I'm going to take that down. Now this is the lid. It comes with a little measuring cup. You pop it in here. And you also get a simmering basket here. I'm going to do this probably backwards, but this spatula comes with a little hook so you can just take the simmering basket out. That's, for your rice. You can steam veggies, all those sorts of things. Oh dear. Put that in properly. And the lid. You got the little arms that close it, so there's a lot of safety features available in this. So what can it do? I mean, absolutely everything. It's got loads of modes. It's got scales, so you don't need that. It blends, it braises, it stews, it minces, whips, mills, ferments, so you can make your own yogurt. It sears, you can make your own icing, sugar with sugar. It's a kettle, it boils your water, it thickens, it's a rice cooker, egg boiler, it warms up food. So because this is thermal, it will keep food really hot. So if you've cooked a meal and you've left it in here, you go sit down, you eat, you want more, you come back, it's hot. There's no reheating food. This is the thermal server. It actually is made of the same material, so you can pop your food in here at the end and put that on the table and it will stay hot. You can cook your pasta in here, your rice. You just put some boiling water in and it'll do that. You let it sit and it cooks your pasta or your rice. So there's so many things it can do, And this is why I was attracted to it when I actually learned about it. So this is why I want to teach you. She's turned herself off, sorry. Talking too much. Yeah, I'll leave that there so you can see all the things it does. So we're going to cook a chicken curry, which is one of the favourites in our house. I've never cooked this one before, so you're going to see firsthand how I'm learning myself, because I'm still learning in this, but it's not hard to learn. My kids are using it. So it's pretty simple. I've got a 15-year-old and 11-year-old. For them to be able to use it, because it tells you on the screen what to do next. It tells you exactly how much. It weighs it for you. So here you've got your screen. This is when, if you want to cook manually, you can do your time, your heat, and how fast you want to spin the blade. Then in here you just swipe across and you've got your scales. You can make dough, so your breads and pizza bases. You can pre-clean. So at the end I'll put some water in and I'll clean it. I don't have to do it in the sink. You can if you want. Warm up, thicken. So rice cooker. You've got lots of modes that you can use it for. So I'm going to go onto the little lines here and you'll see this is the cookie dough. This is where all your thousands and thousands of recipes are. So here I've got my recipes. These are the ones that I've saved. I've gone and created a collection. You can create your own recipes and add them to it as well. So I've got beef, bread, breakfast, all these recipes that I've saved through Cookie Doo. So down the track, I can just go into that and think, yep, I want beef, I'm going to cook that tonight. So I'm going to go to, oops, it's really hard to do backwards, I'm sorry. My week, and I've saved the chicken curry to do today. So here it tells us all the ingredients and the step-by-step of what we need to do. But when we want to start, we just go start cooking. So here it tells me, I'm going to take the lid off, and it tells me to place 350 grams of cauliflower into the bowl. So I'm just going to make sure it's on 0. Don't lean on this. I've been leaning on it and like, why is it so heavy? So I've only just roughly chopped this. This is going to make the cauliflower rice. 350 grams. So I've got 320, 347. Close enough. So then I'll go next. Next step is put the lid on, put the measuring cup in. Then it's already set the time for me. I don't have to go and manually add the time or anything. So 5 seconds, turn speed selector to 5. And it even has a little mark where 5 is. So it gives you all the information. You don't need to do much. So there's no excuse for hubby or wife to not be able to cook, or, getting the kids involved in cooking, because if you can read, you can cook. Right, I just hit next. I'm going to put it in the varoma, which is where we're going to be cooking it. So there we go. It's made cauliflower rice. I'm just going to pop it into there, and then I'm going to do the next lot. Right, it's on 0. Now, I don't know how you make your cauliflower rice, but if you chop it up, you'll be here for ages. And I've had a food processor for a while, and I found that this is way more powerful. The blade's much better. The way it chops things is next level. Insert, put the lid on, insert, and the same again. 5 seconds. So it's only 5 seconds. Next. I'll just scrape that out. I'll just rinse this bowl out. So, what do you think so far? Tell me in the comments, what are your thoughts? Is this something that you would make at home? Because my kids love a curry. I mean, they're obsessed. I just wish they would have it with more chilli. So it rinses really easily. It doesn't get a lot of like stuff stuck in there. I'm just going to wipe it out because it told me to. Just make sure you don't wet the little prawns down there. Clean and dry mixing bowl. Well, I'm already doing it. Let me know if you have a Thermomix. I'd love to know your thoughts. If you've got a Thermomix, are you using it all the time? Hey, Kimberly. This is my friend Kimberly. She is the Thermomix queen. It's hard to see with the light. Hey, Cherie. Are the recipes in it automatically? Yep, recipes are already in it. You can search. So if I go into the search, I should have done that, so sorry. You go into the search and you type in beef. You go into the search, you type in curry, Indian, whatever. You get thousands and thousands of recipes. Vegetarian. I cooked something in German the other day. I was looking for something because there's like loads of languages as well. And I wanted to cook this specific banana choc chip cake, but it was in German. Lucky I knew a little bit of German and worked my way through it and it tasted delicious. But you can use Google Translate. I should have known that. So I've got my ginger here, fresh ginger. I'm going to double the recipe because I like to food prep. So I want to make sure I've got a lot of this for the kids and for myself. I've got 2 friends coming to eat it later. They were coming to join in, but they couldn't make it. So hopefully they get here so they can eat it in front of you to show you how delicious it is. So I'm going to pop that in. It says 1 clove of garlic. I'll put my 2 in. Actually, I got 3 because I love garlic and I went overboard. Oh, a long green chili. Now I would put a couple in, but again, I've got the children and other people. So I'll just put the 1 in. I'll add chili sauce or something to it later. And I'm just going to, now you see I didn't chop any of that. I just peeled it. 3 seconds on speed selector 7. Bang. Do not scrape the sides of the mixing bowl. So often we scrape things down, but it's telling you not to. So now I've got an onion. I'm only using 1. It's cut into wedges. Normally, a lot of the recipes, you just cut your onion in half. You peel it, cut it in half, and it chops it for you. But this one's requiring me to have it in wedges. And I've only done 1 onion instead of the 2. Because the kids complain about onion, but Mama likes onion. And the olive oil, 20 grams. So I'm going to put my 40 grams in. Right. Place the splash guard on, which is this. So it means we're going to be cooking at a high heat. Done. And I'm just going to turn it all the way. Now it's just going to sear the onion, get the oil cooking the garlic, ginger, chili. And while we're doing that, I'll see if I can, I'm going to come over and read. Like, I'm so far away to fit this in. Check out cookiedoo.com.au. That's it. Cookiedoo is where it's at. Excuse my big head. I'll show you on here. This is Cookiedoo right here. So if I just go in and go, gosh, it's hard to do things backwards, isn't it? Beef, search. And look at all these recipes. and you just click on beef madras. Oh, that sounds pretty good. So I can go open it up. I've got oil on my hand. Oh, sorry. Oh, here we go. Oh, because I haven't looked. It was logged in. Oh, damn you. So I'll log it back in actually. Oh, now I can go add. I can add it to my collection, add it to my week, add it to my shopping list, add to my created recipes. Backwards is like not, yes, it's cooking on its own. So normally, what are you doing when you're searing onion, garlic, and all that? You are stirring it. The sizzle, yeah, can you hear it? Sorry, my loud voice. So you can see the steam coming out. It smells amazing. It's actually searing that itself. Normally I'm like trying to adjust the heat, stirring it, making sure the onions don't go too brown. That's no problem in the Thermomix. So, you know, you can put something on, and if it says cook for the next 20 minutes, you can go do something else. Or while I'm doing this, I could have been getting the other ingredients ready, cutting up the chicken. It's just all about saving you time. And if you want to eat healthy and make your own food from scratch, this is the way to do it. So it's got 2 more minutes. I'll see if you've got any other questions. I need a bigger camera. You're gonna have chili, Kimberly. Spice is good. I wasn't going to rinse the bowl, but it told me to. Yeah, it is literally an extra set of hands in the kitchen. Like my daughter is 15. She is quite healthy. She likes to eat healthy food. So she made brown rice in there the other day and a tuna. I mean, I made a tuna pasta. So she's all over it. She loves it. Where can I get one? You can get one from me. You will get one from me. Why, thank you. Thank you, Janine. Cherie, we'll chat. You can easily get one through me. I absolutely love this thing. It's like, why didn't I use my other one? So my mum, I gifted my mum the other one. So she's now using my TM5 and my brother's going to borrow it. So it's like a fight between them, but don't worry, they'll get a TM6 anyway. So nearly done, 40 seconds to go. Now I've got all my other ingredients. This is the tandoori paste that goes in it. I made that the other day. It makes a massive jar. I've already given a jar load to my brother, a jar load to Janelle, who is going to cook along with me today. I hope she is. And I've already made a tandoori chicken. So I marinated the chicken thighs in some tandoori paste, like 2 tablespoons, and some Greek yogurt. And then I cooked it on the Weber for that nice smoky flavour. And it was amazing. I made a minted yogurt to go with it and a salad. And it was so nice. Like, I've tried to make paste myself because I'm not about processed food. So here we go. I tried to make paste myself in my food processor and they never ground up properly. So this looks like I've actually got it from the store. I've overloaded the little dish there. So now it's saying to me, add 90 grams of the tandoori paste. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yum. Can you? I'm going to show you. Like, oh, the steam's coming off it. I'm going to pour the tandoori paste in. I already know how much is in there. And I added a bit extra because I just love flavour. 30 grams of tomato paste. So I've got my 60 grams. I say I'm a messy cook. Like, my dad should be watching this because when I used to cook when I was younger, he's like, you use every pan in the kitchen. There's a bloody mess. He's like OCD. So it was his worst nightmare to have me cooking in the kitchen. So hopefully Mum will cook him some really good food and he won't, you know, he'll be fine. Okay. Make sure it's on 0. 200 grams of water. Boom, 200. Oh, don't put it near the iPad, Naomi. 20 grams of almond meal, so 40 grams for me. That's going to make it nice and thick and yum. Oh, the chicken. Now I'll cut it into, like, it's thigh. Make sure you use thigh because breast goes dry and stringy and it's just not cool. You're going to get so much more flavour out of the thigh. So I've got my kilo in here. So I can feed the monkeys because they're with their dad at the moment. So tomorrow when they get back, dinner will be cooked because you sat with me and cooked, you know, while I've cooked my dinner for them. So, and my salt. Now I'm going to, did I miss? No. Right, so I'm going to place the lid on. Yes, I'm going to put the Varoma on with my cauliflower rice. Now I'm just going to make sure there's a hole in it so the steam can come up through and cook that. Put you on there. And this seems to just cook everything quicker. Like if I had, I'll just put it on. Oh no, back Naomi. It says 8 minutes. Turn speed selector to 1 and it's on Varoma. So I'll come over while that's cooking. So if I was to cook this on the stovetop, it would probably take a lot longer to cook. For some reason, like the thermal bowl actually makes it cook quicker and nicer and it's be so juicy because it's all steamed in that little bowl. It's not going to dry out from the stovetop cooking. Like the element or the gas flame, whatever it is on the pan. I didn't meal the almonds myself today, but you can meal the almond meal yourself. I use a lot of almond meal in cooking, so I had bags of it. But I am going to use my meal my own now because it's so much cheaper. Good tip, Kimberly. So when you are doubling the recipes, increase by 20%. Increase the cooking time by 20%. So give me some of your ideas of like what you'd like to cook. Put in the comments like what are the types of foods that you like to cook, because I haven't found anything that is really difficult to cook in here yet. We eat a lot of different things. I mean, if you are a grilled meat and veg kind of person, that's different, but you can see your veggies in here. Like I love sauces, I love flavour, the kids do too. If we were to have a plain meal, they'd be like, what are you doing? Like, so what is it that really gets you going in the kitchen? Or like, are you a vegetarian? Like I go through different phases of things, of what we eat and whatever, but we like to have vegetarian meals sometimes, beef sometimes, chicken sometimes, fish sometimes. So it offers you a wide variety of what you can cook, and everything's from scratch. You can cook cakes. I will never cook a cake by hand again. Like you literally put the butter in and the sugar or whatever it is and whip it, and it's like 4 or 5 seconds. Like normally you've got the hand beater and you're like, and then you're doing the, then it says add your egg. So you can just add it in the hole in the top where the little, what do you call it, measuring cup goes. So you just crack your eggs in while it's going, and then you pop the rest of the ingredients in and it's done. It's literally under 5 minutes from just that whole lot. Then you put it in the oven. The oven is the longest time. So you can, the amount of things that you can do, and then you can do your ice. You can make your own icing sugar from scratch with the sugar. I don't know what they add to icing sugar in the shops. I don't really use a lot of it, but yeah, everything in it you can make. Like the pancakes in here, my daughter makes all the time. Like, and before they go, can we have pancakes for breakfast? And I'm like, oh, I don't want to make pancakes today. And I refuse to use those, shaker pancake things. So she now makes the pancakes in no time, and then whatever's left over she puts in the fridge and has it the next day. So, and they are really nice and fluffy. Because of the way it beats the batter, you get a lot of air into it, and they are delicious. Really good pancakes. Right, we've got any more comments. So what else would be something that you would cook in here? What else have I got that I've made? I made you love to try new recipes. Me too. That's same. I'm a varied cook. Like, I am a cook. So I was pig-headed and stubborn, and I was like, I don't need a Thermomix. I'm a good cook. Why would I need a Thermomix? And because I didn't know how to use it. That's why. So that's why I'm educating people now on, this is why you need a Thermomix, because what's here in this 10 minutes, where can you read about it? You can go onto my page. What did you want to know about it? Because I can send you any information that you like. Basically what you're seeing now is what it's about. These are all your functions here. Puree, chop, weigh, grate, stir, mix, caramelize, knead, grind, saute, cook, blend, steam, emulsify, stew, braise, warm up. There's not much it absolutely doesn't do. You've got your 12-month warranty on it as well. They have a mix shop where they sell like your thermal bowl that I showed you. This I didn't think I would ever use, but I do. It's been amazing. You can pour boiling water in it to heat it up, pour the water out, and then keep whatever in it. I make pumpkin soup, so instead of using a hand beater or whatever, all the veggies are cooked in there. Then it just blends it, and then I pour it into that and sit it on the table, and the kids can just get their own at any time. Can you preset it like an all-day cooker? It's got slow cooking on it. Yep. All of that. You can put any time on it. You can create your own. You can do your own recipe. So if there's something that you cook all the time and you want to do it in there, you can just manually do it. Or like I love beef stroganoff, and there's like 4 or 5 recipes, different recipes on Cookie Doo that is beef stroganoff, and I'm like, okay, time to try somebody else's beef stroganoff. So yeah, the thermo server cooks the rice and the pasta as well, which I said at the start. So you boil your water, like I said, you boil the water, heat up the thermo server, tip the water out, pop in some more boiling water, and put your pasta in, and then that will cook your pasta. There's so much that you can do with all of this, and there's other things in the mix shop that you can add to it. I'm still learning, so I've got to go through all that, but I wanted to get on here and show you because I'm absolutely loving it. Like, I've made pizza dough in it. Like I said, I'm a messy cook. I won't ever make pizza dough by hand again because I end up with flour everywhere in my hair, like clumps of it, and it just turns it into one ball, and then you can cut it into however many pieces that you want. But there's no mess all over the bench top. So it saves me a lot of time cleaning up, because being a single parent, I do get my kids to clean up, don't get me wrong, but do they do it properly? Not necessarily. So sometimes you're going back and like doing things, but at least they help. So it does save the 3 of us a lot of time on cleaning up as well, because that's my job, and I'm pretty fussy, not like my dad with OCD, but I'm borderline. So if they're not cleaning properly, it stresses me out. But the point is that I'm not making as much mess because there's not a lot of chopping on my chopping board. There's not kneading of dough and flour going everywhere. The cake, you know, when I'm cooking a cake, it's all in here. So it's not like, you know, when I beat with in a bowl normally, I get flecks going up everywhere. I've had pumpkin soup on the roof from my blender. Like, I have had, like, yeah. For somebody who likes cleanliness, I make a damn mess. I can see Lana liking that. She's probably like, you would hate that, Naomi. And you can ask my stepdaughter, Shannon. She was there. She had pumpkin soup all over her. I had it all over me. So, yeah. She'll never let me forget that one. So, you can't really mess a recipe up. Like, I know my ex went to make a cake one time and he doesn't do that. And he just started going down the list of ingredients and throwing it all in the bowl and whipping it up. Turned out fine. But in the Thermomix, it says, like I showed you, put the eggs in. Next, put the butter in, put the sugar in, put the milk in, whatever. You know, you can't mess it up because it gives you the exact steps of what to do. So there's no excuse. You're not going to burn things, you know, or walk away and you forgot about it and come back like I've burnt the bottom of pots and things like that. The guided cooking, you're right, Kimberly, is like so much easier. But, you know, this gives you a designated heat, time, and then it just goes bing, bing, like when it's done. So you, like I said, you're not forgetting about stuff on the stovetop, because maybe I'm not just OCD but ADD. Like doing something on the stovetop, run and do something else. One kid needs something done here. Finishing off work in my office. Like, I'm trying to do 100 things at once. Probably not being efficient doing that, but I won't have to worry about this thing now. Just put it on in the afternoon. Kids have sports or whatever, and it's done. It'll stay hot in there for a while. So I've gone, you know, I've cooked something and then gone and taken one of the kids somewhere and come back and it's still hot. So that's a bonus for me, being able to leave it there, and my kids will go back and eat more food as well. So it's still warm for them while they're eating their dinner. So yeah, keep telling me what it is about this. Like, is it something that you would use? Because I'm using it a couple of times a day, every day. Like, what if you want any information, I'll send you some stuff. You can message me, ask me any questions. But this is, I decided I wanted to share this with people because I love cooking and I also love fitting a million things into my day. So during the week, this is where I'm at. And I thought I wouldn't use it on the weekend, but tomorrow, for the footy, I'm going to make a cob loaf and I'm going to make a cheese and bacon one in the Thermomix. Here we go. So it says stir the cauliflower with a spatula to ensure even cooking. Let's get in there. Oh gosh, it smells good. Put it on the hole. Right. Four minutes. Oh, hang on, we'll do it. Six minutes because we're upping the time because I've doubled it. What is the price point? Here we go. So as I said at the start, I'm not sure if you were here reading when I said it, it's $2,359. You get a 6-month subscription of the cookie dough, so that's all your recipes and everything. There is recipes with it as well. The basic cookbook has recipes if you don't use cookie dough, but you will use cookie dough. So you've got your 6-month bonus subscription, 30-day trial on it as well, and it's $69 annually once you've gone over your 6 months. So you can have your own cooking experience in your home as well, where I can come and cook you something that you and your family would love. You can have 2 or 3 friends over to enjoy the experience and see how it works and taste the food. And you can do the cooking, so it's not like I'm getting you to do anything huge, but you can choose what you want to cook. I'll give you some ideas, or you can give me ideas what you like, and I can say, well, this would be really, really good to cook, and I can come and do that for you. Or we can do it, like if you're far away, we can do it over like live, like we are doing now. So it's really nice, like, to include your friends in these things. So when you have your cooking experience, it's like a class. Can you see me if I stand over here? Oh, I'm right behind. Sorry, it's just too far away. I can't see if you message me anything. Just reading what you've written. Yes, got it. So yeah, there are payment options. I'm going to show you, Ree. Where are we? So you've got we just finished the 40 months interest free, so it was like $15 a week, basically. So now it's 24 months interest free, and you can pay it off. I can't remember, I've lost my spot where I was. Sorry. And you're doing it backwards and on a camera. So you can go to Thermomix as well, like the thermomix.com.au, and have a look on there. And here we go. So I don't know if you can see this, Sheree. You got your payment plans. You can earn your TM6. So hosting like cooking experiences, or you can do the one-off payment. It's up to you. So, but we can talk about that through message, or I can call you, or something like that. Maybe we need to organise that weekend, Names, and Shez can come over. Yeah, definitely. We can have a cooking experience. Or the other thing we can do is, when people purchase their Thermomix, I can come and deliver it. Like, you'll get it sent to you, but I'll come and we'll do the cooking together. So we'll run through the whole Thermomix, and you can choose a few things to cook, and you can bring some people over if you want, and we can cook together in your new Thermomix. Oh, the easy 3, thank you. 3 lump sums over 3 months. Thanks, Lan. So, yeah, there's a few ways of getting it, but like I said, when you get your Thermomix delivered, I'll be showing you how to use it. You're not just going to be left to your own devices. If you're far away, we can do it together online, so I'll cook the same thing you're cooking, and you can choose what it is that you want to cook. Does it do cocktails? Hell yeah, it does cocktails. I have done frozen margaritas, strawberry daiquiris. This is a healthy cooking page, right, Sheree? But yeah, it does. And you know what else I did the other day? Now, I don't let my kids have cordial, but my son had a birthday party, and there was some cordial left over, and we put some ice in there, and we created like a snow cone, and we poured the cordial over it. He thought it was the best thing ever, because we don't have like ice blocks and cordial and stuff like that in the house. So we just whisked up the ice and poured the cordial over it, and he was having his own little snow cone, and he's requested to have that for the footy tomorrow too. So there's not much it doesn't do. Espresso martini. I'll have to try that. I haven't done one of those in here, but I'm a margarita girl, so the frozen margarita that I made in here and the strawberry daiquiri or a frozen strawberry margarita is really, really good too. So what other cocktail? What are there other cocktails? I don't do like creamy ones or anything like that. For me, I'm a citrusy, fruity kind of cocktail person. So, but you could do heaps of stuff. And because this does, where are we? Not only does heat, it does cold. So if you leave the margarita in there, it stays nice and cold. Okay, remove aroma and transfer cauliflower into the thermal server. So it'll still sort of cook in here, or stay warm at least. I'm going to get this out of the way because I'll spill it. Oh my God, that smells good. So I'm going to put the rice into here. To keep that hot while the rest of this cooks. Now that's a fair bit of cauliflower rice. Put the lid on there, and it's got its own little stand here. So remove, put it in there to keep warm. Now we're going to add the coconut cream. Oh my gosh, this is smelling like my favourite takeaway. Mmm. Oops, I said 90 grams, but 200 grams. I added too much, but anyway, I didn't read it properly. That's how you mess it up. You don't read it. Put that in. Next, turn speed selected to 1. It says 2 minutes, but I'll do 3.5 because of the extra that I've done. I'll get myself a bowl because I'm going to try this. I've got some coriander to go on the top. If you like a bit of coriander, you can put chili on the top. Maybe some Greek yogurt if that's what you're into. All right. My bowl. I can't wait. I'm so hungry. Well, I wasn't hungry before, but I am now that I can smell this. And that's, you can feel that warming up. Come back around. I think I need a bigger screen. Maybe I'll do it on the laptop next time. Fruity Dream. I actually haven't made that yet, but I'm going to do that. Oh, the lid of the Varoma acts as a drip tray. Oh, I'm learning so much. I did not know that. No, it's not hot to touch. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to touch it. It would be. This isn't. It's warming up. Lost where I was looking at the... Yeah, ice cream. You can make ice cream in there. Definitely. I don't know, like, yeah, there's so much you can do. My daughter loves a smoothie bowl. So she has all the frozen fruits, banana, mango, all the berries, and she was like, she's got a blend. We had a blender that she was doing it in, and it just doesn't. you've got to add too much liquid for it to actually blend. But this does a smoothie bowl, and she puts it in the bowl and puts like chia seeds on the top and whatever else she puts on the top, other bits of fruit. And that's what she has for when she gets home from school for an afternoon snack before she goes doing any sport. She uses like almond milk or water, but so many things like yeah. Oops, I've lost. Well, the light is red. It's over 60 degrees, so it's warming not to touch the steel jug. The handles are fine. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, the handles aren't hot. I'm not going to touch the steel jug because I would get burnt for sure. But the Fruity Dream. So that's the frozen fruit, and it's what else has it got in it, Kimberly? But apparently it's amazing. I haven't done it yet, but I have to get onto that because school holidays, I should be doing. No, I should just get the kids to do it. So there's only 16 seconds left. Oh. Oh. God, do I like food or what? So next, divide the curry cauliflower between the serving bowls, blah, 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 and then it says finish. Now, because I put too much coconut cream in it, it is quite runny, but I've got a lot of coconut rice to eat that with. I'm just going to spoon a bit out here. Oh. Just going to spoon it directly from here. I'm not going to pour a whole bowl because I'm not ready to eat it yet. But we'll eat it for dinner. And then, a little bit of coriander on top. I'll put that back on to keep it. Oh my God. So I don't know if you can see that. And I'm just going to try it. Bit of chicken. It's going to be hot. Wow. That's a proper curry. It's so good. It's so yummy. Nice and hot. For me, I would put more chili in, but that's a nice, really nice flavour. Yep. That's going in the favourites. For the kids, they will smash that. We love curry in this house. So if you have any questions or you want to learn a bit more or you want to get one, I am ready to get one to you because like you just saw, I spent most of my time talking to you and I didn't have to touch that. So get excited and ask me any questions you want and let's see if we can give you some information. I'll put my link in this chat. Mine, how long did it take to come in? Mine was like 2 days. Like I ordered mine, I think it was on a Wednesday and it came on the Friday. Like I couldn't believe it. I was like, no way, this is not it. But it could take you longer. 7 to 10 days. Mine, yeah, there you go. Well, I was super lucky. But fingers crossed, it could be a couple of days. And I dived right into it. I got right in there, started cooking in it before I had my delivery. Everything depends on the post. Like, depends on your postman and the more, you know, the delivery company or whatever it is. So, yeah, I'll put my link in this on this video and you can have a look on there. But please contact me because new consultants get free. That might be why. Well, there you go. What a good idea to become a consultant. So, yeah. Any more questions? Pop them in the chat, in this thread. Message me. I'll DM you some information. I sure can. You would love it, Ray. You're so busy. Like, yeah. And you're like me, you like proper good food. So this is it. This is what it does. And I'm sure Gav will cook for you in it. He can use it. There's no excuses. No excuses for it. Yeah, I knew it would be for Gav. I did, just in case it wasn't. Here, honey, Merry Christmas. Make me something good in this. Yeah, so I'll DM anyone that wants any information, but I'll put the link in the comments, and just keep putting questions in the comments so we're all learning. But yeah, hope. Oh, Christmas cake. I hate Christmas cake, but I'm sure somebody would nail a Christmas cake in here. And, you know, get Gav to work it out anyway. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. And I wish you could smell this and taste it. It's so yum. But yeah, when you get your Thermomix, first thing you're going to cook is that, because if you love a curry, that's amazing. So I didn't go through absolutely everything because I'm still learning, and this was my first proper demonstration. So I hope I got enough information to you and you learned a lot. And yeah, I'll chat to you over Messenger anyway. No worries. You're welcome, Cherie. Love you guys. Bye.